of the computer. And he,
But you don't know something.
he or she will write me a little message.
Okay, please.
I'm here. Did I scare you?
Okay.
How about a round of applause for me? Can I have, let's hear for me, I'm here for you. And the birthday ladies up front. Well, welcome to my show. My name is Perry Kurtz. I'm going to be your entertainment for a little while. I want you to know that you are the stars of my show and you are the reason I'm here. So at some point I will be talking with you, not to you. And I want to get started by asking you some simple questions. Instead of applauding, because I know a lot of you are eating, you don't have to raise your hand. If your answer is yes to any of these questions, I want you to go, ee-haw. All right, see, the women like it because women just like to make noises. So, on the count of three, everybody go ee-haw as hard and as long as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ee-haw. All right, very good. Remember, if your answer is yes, just go ee-haw. First question. How many people are seeing me today for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, how many have never seen me before? I confused a couple people. How many people are here today? Yeah. How many don't know where you are? And the big one, how many really don't care? That's what I was looking for, all right. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, my name is Perry Kurtz. Hi, how are you? Good. How's the ice cream? Yummy? Good deal. Well, we are celebrating birthdays today. Are you the birthday people up front? Is the birthday row? All right, good. Look, we got candles for you guys. So you're actually getting a little birthday cake. And she's going to try and get back with the other ones before those burn out. So that's going to be, she's going to be. How about a round of applause for Vicky, ladies and gentlemen, putting this together. Here for Vicky. Well, a little bit about me. As I said, my name is Perry Kurtz. I've been a professional comedian for 41 years. I've never had a day job. All I've ever done is make people laugh. And all my life, people said to me, "What are you, a comedian?" Like that's a bad thing. But it's been paying my bills, and then about 5 years ago, I realized that I couldn't make money playing in comedy clubs in Los Angeles. So I said, I'm going to go out and entertain my people. So a little bit more about me. First of all, I'm 64 years old. I'm not just here to entertain you, I'm also looking for a place to live. My big question is, how's the food? That's all I need to know. Because if the food's not that good, you can just sleep till the next meal. And don't be afraid to sleep. This is the time of your life when you can rest as much as you want. Is everybody getting enough sleep? How many will be sleeping through my show? How many people? All right, a couple of the guys. All right, well, men are always tired. Yeah. So as I said, I'm 64 years old. I'm originally from Philadelphia. Anybody ever heard of Philadelphia? Anybody from Philadelphia? No, I'm the only one. Well, Philadelphia is one of the original cities. They call themselves an advanced city, progressive, forward-thinking. If they're so progressive, how come they never fixed the Liberty Bell? All these years, a little duct tape, some glue, fixed that darn thing. No, we're just going to build a building for it, leave it cracked. And that's what my mother is. My mother is 85 years old, and I believe she might have dementia. Does anybody here have dementia?
We can't remember.
I just want to know if you do that way, I can do my whole thing over again in 10 minutes. Because that's what it was like the first time I called her. I didn't know. And I called up, I said, "Hi, Mom." She goes, "Who's this?" "This is Perry." "Perry? I have a son named Perry." I said, "Yeah, Mom, this is your son. This is Perry." "Oh, do you know Perry?" "Mom, this is Perry. I'm your son." "Yeah, okay, but where's Perry at?" "Mom, this is Perry. I'm calling you." "Oh, who's calling?" "Mom, this is Perry. I have a brother named Victor." "You know Victor too?" So now I skip right to, "Did you eat today?" And she says, "Let me go look in the sink." And that seems to be a problem with a lot of people our age. We forget to eat. You ever do that? You get up and all of a sudden, like 5 hours later, you're going, "God, why am I shaking?" Oh yeah, food. Don't forget to eat, even if it's just a snack. Eat something every day. It helps to keep you alive. And that's why we're all here, because we're still alive. Did you know that? It's important. And see, the brain keeps you going. If your brain walks, your body will follow. So keep your brain alive. Talk to each other. Get out of your rooms once in a while. Read a book. Play games. Games are great. Does anybody here play bingo?
Yeah.
Bingo is a great game for you because it works 3 parts of your brain. First of all, you have to turn up your hearing aid so you can hear what they're saying. Number 2, you have to fix your bifocals so you can see where the numbers are on the card. And number 3, you have to get your hand on the card without knocking the rest of the chips off. Now, I developed a spasm in my left hand about 6 months ago. I was eating dinner, I was having some macaroni and cheese, and I'm left-handed. And when I hold light things, my hand starts to shake. So I put the fork up and I had macaroni and cheese on it, and the macaroni and cheese flew across the room, hit a painting, and slid all the way down to the ground. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to be kicked out of Denny's? So now they have a device. If your hand shakes, you put a knife, the fork, or the spoon, or a pen inside of it, and it absorbs the shaking for you. So you don't have to worry about stabbing yourself in the face anymore. So my mother, as I said, she's back in Philadelphia. I also have a younger brother who's there, and he's got 2 daughters. And myself, I have been married to the same woman for 25 years in a row. Yeah. That always seems to get a laugh. You say in a row because it's Los Angeles and marriages don't usually last long out here. Do we have anybody here that's married? Anybody still married? You are? All right. Anybody else? No, that's it? You in the back? And where's your husband at right now?
He's in Sunflower Gardens.
All right, so he's not here with you. All right, that's good. Yeah, I've been married to the same one for 25 years, and we met online, computer dating. Have you heard about this? The way it works now is you look up a picture, and you see about the person. Then you talk to them online, you type to them, and then you talk to them on the phone, and then you meet each other and realize you hate them. Well, back in those days, we didn't have pictures. We didn't have color letters. In fact, it was so slow that when you would type a letter, it had to build itself dot by dot. So when I typed my name, it went. That was the P alone. By the time my name finished printing on the screen, my wife made a sandwich, ate it, and digested it. So we met, we started going out, and in those days I was driving a motorcycle. I had a big blue Kawasaki, and because I didn't have a car, I had a trunk on the back to carry my helmet and clothes and any equipment I needed. But on the back of the trunk, I put big white letters that said, Perry Cycle. Are you getting the joke? Perry Cycle. I actually had people pull up next to me in traffic and roll down the window and go, hey, what's a Perry Cycle? It's mine. Your name's Perry? Yes, it is. What are you, a comedian? Yes, I am. And they would try to run me over. See, not everybody has a sense of humor. And laughter is very important. Laughter creates endorphins in your brain, which relieves stress and pain. So try to laugh every day. In fact, here's what I want you to do. On the count of 3, if you have hands available, I want you to put whatever hands you have available up in the air and laugh for 5 seconds as loud and as hard as you can. Ready? I want everyone to try this and watch the difference. Ready? Hands up in the air. 1, 2, 3, laugh. Ha, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the birthday girls are not moving at all. It's our birthday, we don't care. But see, now a lot of the people that weren't smiling, are smiling now. So it's important to laugh every day. Laugh at yourself. See, humans are the only creatures on this planet that laugh at themselves. You're never going to see a dog walking along, suddenly trip and go, But if a woman falls down in a room, every man in the room runs over to help her up. But if a man falls down, every woman in the room points and laughs. So laugh whenever you can. It helps to make you feel good. Now, as I said, I've been married to the same woman for 25 years ago. We went out for a while, and after 6 months, she says, hey, why don't you come out to my house? So I drove out there, and I walk in, there's a guy on the couch. There's a little baby girl crawling around on the floor, and there's a little boy and a girl in the corner. So of course I said, honey, who are these kids? And she starts laughing. I guess I forgot to tell you I have children. And I'm looking at the two doors trying to figure out which is the quickest way out of the house. Have you ever heard the saying, don't get involved with somebody who has baggage? My wife owns Samsonite. So we went out for about a year and a half, and I realized that the kids never knew their fathers. So one day at dinner, I got down beside the table and I gave everybody a little gold ring. And I said, I'd like to ask the four of you to marry me. And they all shook their head except my son, who said, yeah, whatever, can we just eat now? Because boys are so romantic. We wound up getting married at City Hall in Los Angeles. Now, again by EHAS, how many people here had a nice wedding? Anybody? Almost everybody. Our wedding, the room we got married in was not as nice as the bathrooms. It was just gray, and I walked up to the counter and said, hi, we'd like to get married. And the guy goes, oh yeah, you like to get married. I said, no, we'd like to get married. He says, yeah, you get married. I said, no, we'd like to get married. He goes, yeah, we marry you here. I said, all right, can we just get married while we're here? He says, you have a seat, we call you when we wed you. I said, we wait for you over there. So we sat down and we waited. 20 minutes later we're here, Sarah and Perry, please come in. We walk in, it's the same guy wearing a judge's robe. Only now he's speaking perfect English. The accent had gone out the window, and he's reading from the book, and he gets the answer. Now, Sarah, do you take Perry to be your lawfully wedded husband? She goes, I do. And he goes, and Perry, do you take these people to be your family? And I said, yeah, I guess so, I'm here, right?
What are you, an idiot?
Yay, bingo. So the ladies are laughing because they know it was a stupid thing to say. And here's the problem, guys. You know about an elephant's memory? Forget that. Women remember every stupid thing we ever do forever. They never forget. And you know, just when to throw it back in our face when we do something else stupid, which I hear is about every 12 hours. So we got married, we went on the road, I had a gig, so we went out on the road and we spent our honeymoon in, and it's a good thing you're sitting down, we spent our honeymoon in Barstow. Yeah, forget about Vegas, we didn't even get the Laughlin, we were in Barstow. And Barstow is a very small town, there's actually inbreeding in Barstow. We met people who were their own parents. And the town is so small, it's a loop. You drive in, you pull in, and then you go right out. Actually, a sign says, welcome to, thank you for coming. So we were there for a while. It was kind of interesting because we have more teeth than everybody in town put together. Then we went on the road again and we moved out to South Carolina. Now my wife is from South Carolina, so we moved out there because there was a lot of work back in those days for comedy. And we moved right across the street from her father, who was a good old boy. Do we have anybody from the South? Where? Who's from the South? Anybody from Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi? Anybody from down there, Texas? No, all right. You are? From where? Dallas. Texas. Dallas is nice. That's actually Earth. That's part of this universe. It's not South Carolina. Dallas is a nice city. It's beautiful. It's very modern. Well, congratulations for making it out. Yeah, see, that's it. In the South, people take their time when they talk. You ever notice that? You ever meet somebody from Deep South? They don't just say hello. They go, hi, how are you? What's up? They take their time. They enjoy talking. They take their time when they walk. They take their time when they drive because most of them know they're never getting out. But we moved right across from my father-in-law. And he was known by everybody in town. One day he had a barbecue on his back property and invited everybody in town, 300 some people. And he calls everybody and goes, hi, hey everybody, come here. That's 3 syllables, come here. And he all came over, he puts his arm around my head because he was a big guy. And he goes, this is my son-in-law, this is Perry. He's a real Jew boy. And everybody went, and one of them comes walking up and he says, I never seen one of you people before. And they said, well, we're pretty much the same. And I eat bacon. He goes, ugh. But I admit, I'm not a good Jew. I do eat a lot of bacon. Now, do we have any Jews here? If you're Jewish, hold up your jewelry. Where are the Jews at? Just me? 2? All right, because I did a show in Downey a couple weeks ago, and there were 180 people. And they were all eating at the time. And I said that, I go, any Jews here? And they all went. I said, let me guess, any Germans? And they all went. And I said, well, I'm really comfortable. And I told them, well, I'm a Jew, and I just bought a Volkswagen. Yeah, I'm a Jew driving a German car. I started up when I first got it and went, I know nothing! And gas came right out of the vents. But it's a good car, it runs. So we lived in the South for a while, and my kids got older and older. And then, a little over 11 years, almost 12 years ago, my wife gave me the shock of my life. She told me that she was pregnant. And I looked at her and said, any idea who the father is? And she says, that's one, don't push your luck. See, I didn't think I could get her pregnant because I was 53 at that time. I didn't think I had anything inside of me except dust. So when she said that, I was like, oh my God. She walked out of the room, I sat down on the bed, and I started freaking out. I can't believe it. I'm going to have a child of my own. Now, the other kids already, they're now 31, 29, and 25, but I was going to have a little baby. And I started to freak out. And she says, you going to be all right? I said, do I have a choice? She said, no. And she walked back out of the room. And I finally adjusted to it. And I watched my wife grow with the baby. And she grew, and she grew. And she gained 110 pounds. Yeah, she was so round that if you pushed her sideways, she would roll back to a standing position. But then 5 weeks before the baby was due, she had horrible pain. The vein in her head was popping out. And I rushed her to the hospital, and the doctor said, Mr. Kurtz, we've got 20 minutes to get the baby out of your wife, or she is going to die. And I looked at him, I said, can you give me 30 minutes to think about that? And he said, what are you, a comedian? So they invited me into the operating room. He said, we're going to do a cesarean. Would you like to come in during the operation? I said, well, I guess I caused this problem. I guess I might as well see the cleanup. So I go in there, and the doctor had her cut open, but he had both hands inside of her at the same time, and he's like pulling stuff out and dropping it in there like he lost a watch in a drawer or something. He's talking to the nurses about renting cars to go to Las Vegas. Oh, who'd you rent with? No, use Enterprise. I got a card in my wallet, just take it out. I said to him, hey, do you have any idea what you're doing? Said the old line, hey, this isn't my first rodeo. So I said, how many times have you done this before? He goes, 3. I said, really? He said, no, 3,000 times. And he pulled the baby out and gave it to her. Now, those of you that have children, I'm sure you remember the first time you looked into the eyes of your first baby. There's nothing more magical, nothing more beautiful. It's more beautiful than all the sunsets, all the sunrises, all the flowers in the world. It's more beautiful than a pile of cash. And my eyes started to tear up, and I'm holding this little baby. Oh my God, I got a little baby. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get a 3rd job. And I watched her grow. We took her home, we named her Bella, and she's growing into a beautiful young lady. And I know she's beautiful because when I take her out, women say the same thing. Wow, your daughter's so pretty, your wife must be stunning. Do I get credit for being part of this situation? Exactly, obviously not. But as I said, I know she's pretty, and people never believe that. They look at me and go, well, how pretty could she be? You look like a troll. So I brought a picture. This is my little baby. I made this. And she is hysterical. She does stand-up comedy with me. Sometimes she just does these shows with me. When she was 6 years old, she wrote her first joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? He was tired of being cooped up. Why was the skeleton afraid to cross the road? He had no guts. And when she was 8, she wrote what they call the closing joke. Why did the rooster cross the road? The chicken was on vacation. Now she has just turned into such a brilliant young lady. She doesn't take gruff from anybody. We were out doing karaoke, and a lady walks up to her after she's singing, and she says, oh honey, you're just so cute. You're such a great singer. You're just terrific. I love the way you sing. And I go over being a protective father. I put my arm on her shoulder. And the lady says, and who's this? Your grandpa? Bella takes the arm off her head, walks right up to the lady and says, lady, that's a bad way to start a conversation. This is my dad. He made me. And just backs up. So she's very protective. Very, very smart. We were in a Denny's a couple weeks ago. She wanted to get an extra plate for her hash browns. You know, kids don't want their food to touch. So I said, I'll get the waiter. She said, Dad, you told me I need to be more assertive. I said, you're 10 years old. How assertive can you be? She said, watch. She stands up in the booth and she's yelling to the waiter on the other side, excuse me, waiter, hello, over here, little girl, can you see me? Could you come here? Yeah, could you come over? That's it, a little bit closer. As she's about 10 feet away, she started going, that's it, come on, like she's talking to a little dog. And the guy gets face to face with her, and his face was red. He was upset the way he was treated. And he said, can I help you, miss? And she goes, yes, can I please get an extra plate? And he goes, you'd like an extra plate? She goes, I'm sorry, didn't I nicely ask you for an extra plate? And the guy loses all color and goes, yeah, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'll be right back with your plate. And she just kicks her feet out, falls down, and says, give me a bump, Dad. So I am so proud that she's grown up to be a smart little girl. And then this was crazy. This was just last week. We were at another Denny's. We love going to Denny's. And there was a guy there. His head was shaved. He was wearing what they call a white beater shirt, you know, just a t-shirt, no sleeves. Shorts, sandals with white socks, and he had tattoos everywhere on his body except his face. On the back of his neck, he had a tattoo of a knife going into his neck. It was scary. And we're eating, Bella goes, hey, Dad, there's a guy who's going to kill somebody someday. And then she takes a bite. She goes, if he hasn't already. And we just laughed and said, don't look in his direction. So she's the best thing. How many people here have children? All right, almost everybody. How many people are still here? How many still don't know where you are? All right. Well, that's pretty much my life. I'm very happy to have my daughter. I'm very thrilled that I made it this far. And the bottom line is you should be happy that you're here. Celebrate your lives. And that's why we have the birthday girls up front. Now, are all 5 of you celebrating your birthday this month? All right. And you're getting a call from somebody. Is your boyfriend calling you? He can't do that anymore? All right, don't call me. I'm at a party. Don't call me. I'm busy. That's good. Because I know a lot of people, there are people that date in senior locations. I've had a lot of couples. I had a couple, they were right up front, and they knew they were together because she had her hand on his thigh. And they said, are you guys a couple? And she went, whatever. I said, how long have you been together? She goes, 54 years. I said, that's a long time. How long have you been married? She goes, 4 years. I said, 4 years. You knew each other for, so you knew each other for 50 years and then you got married. What made you rush into this? And she said, we were waiting for our spouses to die. See, we get a little twisted as we get older. There's a lot of senior jokes. And honestly, I don't like being called a senior. I think we should be called vintage. Because vintage means that you've been around for a while, you've been knocked down, you've been fixed up, but you're still working, and you have a lot of value. And we do. We've been around for a long time. Kids are smarter these days because we were smarter and we taught them to be smart. We have value. Remember when you used to call somebody up on the phone and you would say thank you? And what would they say? You're welcome. You know what they say now? Okay. Yeah. So what I do is if I get somebody on the phone, it's a young person, I keep saying thank you. I go, thank you, Leo. Yeah. Thank you. What? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. And then I hang up the phone. Here's my impression of every young person these days walking the streets. That's all they know. They're all texting. 200 years from now, people are going to be born with giant thumbs, a big finger like this for pushing their glasses on, and hair all over their body. It's going to be a very scary looking world. But these days, you got to keep going. And that's the trick, and that's why we're here to celebrate the birthdays. Now let's start. You right here. What is your name? Zodi. And where are you from originally? Dallas. And when is your actual birthday? Tomorrow. Wow, so tonight's going to be the big night, big party. You're going to be drinking and dancing? Probably. Good for you. And how old will you be? That's a secret. I'm guessing 35? 39. Did you used to date Jack Benny by any chance? Because he never got older. Well, whatever age it is, be proud of your age. Just a number, right? It's all in your head. That's what they say. But be proud of whatever age it is because you made it. Think of all the people that were younger than you, that you went to school with, who were seemingly healthy, that didn't get here. Part of the reason you're here is because you wanted to keep going. That's the bottom line. Keep going. Never give up, never give up, never give up the ship. So congratulations for whatever age you are. And this young lady here, and what is your name? Ruth. And where are you from originally? Los Angeles. Any particular part? Southwest. All right. So if I shoot you some gang signs, is that right? Yo, what's up? How you doing? There wasn't any gangs. No, there were just clubs. Nothing much down there. And how old are you going to be, or are you? When's your actual birthday? The 20th. So you got a couple days now. How old are you going to turn?
44.
She's 44, so we got 39, 44. You're probably 46. All right, so triple times 40. So you're 128 years old. Because I said 39 and then 44. So triple times 24. So you're 75. Is that how old? 76. Do I hear 78? It's like an auction all of a sudden. Anybody want to bid on her age? Well, whatever it is, congratulations, you made it. That's the important thing. 89. And you don't care. I love you. That's the best attitude. You don't care. See, that's it. Never let your age get in your way. As long as your brain's working, there's a lot you can still do. You will find ways to do anything if you want. So congratulations. And this lady in the sparkly blouse here, what is your name? Elsie? Dulcie. Wow, where are you from originally? London. So you're British or are you English? You're American. All right. Good for you. Yeah, I always ask people that are from England, when you look at Facebook, do you have to have it translated?
They will like it.
Oh, Facebook is it's social media. It's a thing you get online, and people tell what they're doing with their lives, and they put up pictures of the food they're eating so other people can hate them. I just don't know. Look what I'm eating. I'm having a sandwich. Good for you. I'm hungry. I don't want to look. Now, when is your birthday? 24th. All right, and how old will you be? 96. You guys are amazing. And you see how quick she got that answer out? The brain is still sharp. That's what's impressive. When you ever talk to somebody and say, so how you doing? And they go, I'm okay. I'm going before they get the okay out. I want somebody with a fast response. That means your brain is sharp. And that means you're going to keep going. That's so good. You impressed me. All you girls are great. Congratulations. And let's go to you. And what is your name? Gloria. Gloria. They wrote a song about you. Okay. Anybody remember that song? Okay. And where are you from originally? Vancouver, British Columbia. So you're Canadian or are you now American? Oh, did you see that? Oh, I'm an American. Good for you. All right. And how old, or rather, when's the actual birthday? You're 90. This is great. You girls are terrific. Congratulations to all of you. And this lady on the end, what is your name?
I'm here practicing for next month.
You're here practicing for next month. I love that. She's in preparation and practicing for next month. All right, and when will your birthday be in January?
23rd.
And how old will you be?
I will be 74.
Congratulations. Let's have a round of applause for our birthday girls out here. That's for all you. See, now they should be an inspiration all again. They are to me. Because they're happy. They're still alive. You're alive. You're not gone yet. Keep it going. Keep the brain active. Like I said, play games. Bridge is a really good game. Does anybody play bridge? You do. Yeah, it's really good. Because you want to keep your brain active. Don't lay around and stare at the boob tube. Remember that term? The boob tube?
Yeah.
They call it that because the more you watch, the less your brain works. So if you're up and you're walking around, you walk past somebody in the hall, say, hi, how you doing? Talk to people. Don't be afraid. And right now, there's a problem with depression in America. People see somebody that's depressed and they're afraid to talk to them. If somebody doesn't look happy, just say, "Are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Would you like to talk?" That alone could save a life. So be prepared to be friendly with everybody. Now, do we have anybody that is here that is new, that you've been here a month or less? Any newbies? No? All right, because I was at a place last week, I said, "What do you guys do for fun?" The lady said, "Well, when a newbie runs up to me and they say, 'Where's the bathroom?' I point him in the opposite direction of the building, just to watch him run away." But that's what you gotta do, you gotta have fun. And I'm always amazed at what people say. Last week I said, "Do we have any birthdays?" Lady stood up in a walker, this tall. She said, "I'm 107 and I can still kick it." I said, "You're in a walker, you shouldn't kick anything. You're gonna break your hips." She said, "I did my hips, I'm working on my knees now." I did that, I had my hip replaced. Any hip replacements? Got one? Did it make your life better afterwards? Yeah, that's it. You know, and they're horrible. When you get this arthritis or the bone segments in there. I got mine and it came on in 3 weeks, out of nowhere. And I developed a bone spur so that when I would walk, it would go, Now at that time, my daughter was very young. And I was about to have the operation. And I had a nightmare that I was on the operating table. And I heard the doctor say, "Nurse, I think I cut too deep." And the nurse says, "Why do you think that, doctor?" He said, "Because I just scratched the table." Now that was just a nightmare, but it was so realistic that I sat up in bed and I said, "I'm not doing the operation." And I waited for 2 years. And I started taking this medication, or as some people call it, candy, to combat the pain. I started taking Vicodin. Have you ever heard of Vicodin? I hear it's very popular. Well, I was taking 10 to 20 a day. It worked. I didn't have any pain. I couldn't feel anything from my neck down. I didn't know if I was going to the bathroom or not. One time I was leaving the Improv in Los Angeles and I was saying goodbye to Bud Friedman, the owner. I said, "Bud, listen, thank you very much for letting me do the show, but I really got to go." And he goes, "Looks like you already did." See, and that's the thing, our lives change. When you're young, you start out wearing diapers. And when you get old, you're wearing diapers. Well, since the operation, they hit a nerve, and now I have to wear them. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm wearing plastic pants right now. For me, it's a sense of comfort. I don't have any sense of urgency because I know that at any, wait a minute. At any moment, I don't have to rush out of the room. I love the way you're just bouncing up and down over there. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We gotta laugh at ourselves. We all make mistakes. You ever bang your funny bone? It's not funny to you, but everybody else thinks it's hysterical. So try to laugh when you can. And another thing you can do is keep your brain active. Like I said, talk to each other, get out, move around. They take you out to malls, go shopping, but stay active. If the brain walks, the body will follow. Now, one of the things you can do to keep yourself active is to sing. So I want to do a little bit of singing, and I want you guys to help me out. First song we're going to do is called "When the Saints Go Marching In." All right, now it's a two-parter. You can jump on any part, the first or the second part. Ready? Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Go marching in.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. I wanna be in that number when the saints go marching in. Very good, you guys did it. All right, and she's collecting the plates over here. Greg, you want to pass that to her and I'll take them away? Here, let me get. Somebody want to get the ashtrays?
Nobody smokes anymore.
I know. Remember the old days when everybody was smoking? You walk in the restaurant, "Oh, this is nice in here." I've had one cigarette my whole life. Never missed it. And I stopped drinking in 1974. I had one experience. So I lived in Philadelphia, and in the summer we would go down to Atlantic City, this is before the casinos. So you would go down there to party and hang out. In fact, you know the song "Under the Boardwalk"? I was one of the people that got arrested under the boardwalk. I was there. So I was down there, and I was in a bar, and I was drinking double shots of Southern Comfort, chased with a Coke, no ice. A lot of people just, your bodies, I saw people go, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Southern Comfort is strong stuff. This is the stuff that killed Janis Joplin, and she was almost a man. So I was drinking double shots. I had 2, and the trucker sits down and goes, "Damn, little man like you drinking all that? Think you can drink more, little man?" I said, "If you're buying," he bought me 6 more double shots. I drank them all, and he got up and left. I'm sitting there, and my body turned into liquid mercury, and I slowly slid off the stool until my face hit the floor. And I'm laying there saying the same thing every drunk man says when he knows he's drunk. "Well, I'm really drunk. It should be easy to pick up a woman now." Right? What is it with guys? They think they're sexy because they can mumble and drool at the same time. So I got up, I wandered out of the bar, walked into another bar, and everybody's dancing. I'm walking up to women, and I'm trying to get them to dance with me. They couldn't understand me because I couldn't understand me. Basically, I was going, and they were all just blowing me off or flipping me the finger. I finally wound up in the corner talking to a little girl who had really big hair. It was teased up. And I was just talking to her, but she was staring at me. But she wasn't responding. And I got depressed. And I walked out of the bar. And I walked across the street. And I was standing on the end of a dock, looking down at the cold Atlantic Ocean, watching the waves splash up. And I was crying, "Nobody loves me anymore. I don't want to go on. I'm going to kill myself." And I stepped off the dock. What I didn't see 6 feet down sticking out was another dock. And I landed on it, twisted my ankle, and smashed my head on a pipe. I woke up in jail the next morning. My friend bailed me out $1,000. He said I had climbed 2 10-foot chain link fences to get to this dock. That's how drunk I was. And I had this big knot on the side of my head. And he says, "You were a mess last night." I said, "Yeah, I was really gone." He said, "What do you remember?" I said, "The last thing I remember was talking to a little girl with big hair." He said, "Girl with big hair? You were on your knees talking to a bar stool." So I have not had a drink since 1974, which equates to about $340,000 I've saved. So I'm glad. All right, let's do another song. Let's go way, way back to childhood. This one is called "Row, Row, Row Your Boat." Same thing, 2-part, jump on any part. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Keep going. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. You guys are good. I had some harmonies coming from over here. That was great. You guys sing great. You know what? I'm going to get a tour bus. We're going to go on the road. And we'll sing around the country. We'll call it the Geezer Tour. You think people come to see it? No. Just only the other geezers. The young people come. Let's see if they fall asleep while they're singing. All right, now I'm getting a little warm, although I have a jacket on. I got to get off now. Ladies, I don't want you to get too excited, all right? So please stay calm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
That's as far as I'm going.
Good.
Oh, I see a dollar bill. Well, hi there. Thanks for coming in. Can we get you a watch or something like that? You know her? Kinda.
Is it her birthday?
No, but I think she came to see her. Oh, that's nice. Did you bring her a present? Sunday. All right, so you're going to wait till then? All right. Because they got her a male dancer for her birthday. All right, it's like one of those joke gifts. All right, now I think it's time to really kick it up. So I'm going to grab what we call in the business my axe. When you're an entertainer and you have an instrument, it's called your axe. So let me grab that. Have you ever seen one of these? These are called keytars. It's a combination of a keyboard and a guitar. I bought this 25 years ago in a Ralph's Market. You ever look up over the freezer? There's all kinds of junk you never thought you needed. Stuff you go, I didn't even know they made that. It's a 19-piece toast slicer. Look at that. It's tongs with extra handles. Well, I saw this thing and I bought it for $50. What makes it great is you turn it on, you hit a button, and you're playing rhythm and blues. Oops, upside the head, say oops, upside the head, say Oprah. Yeah, I've actually had people say Oprah. And the best thing is when you're done with the song, you don't have to do anything except hit one button and it goes. Isn't that cool? It sounds like a whole band, and it's better than a band because you don't have to pay them. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to buy them drinks. You just put a couple batteries in once in a while and it's happy. So what we're going to do, we're going to sing along. And this is a song you may all remember. It's called Zippity Doo Dah. Zippity Doo Dah, zippity day. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity Doo Dah, zippity yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual, everything is satisfactual. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. You guys are good, give yourselves a round of applause. And now I want to do something that's standard in the industry. I want to take a selfie with all of you. So I'm going to go over there facing the sun, which you all turn and wave. On the count of 3, and we'll all get in the shot. So here we go, ready? It's a birthday selfie. There we go. All right, everybody smile and wave. All right, I can show that to my wife so she knows where I was. She doesn't believe I'm even doing this. All right. Let's do one more song now. This song goes way, way back too. This is a song called Louie Louie. Now, if you've ever heard the song, nobody really remembers the lyrics because when they sang it, they were really drunk. So if you've ever heard the song, all people seem to remember is Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an entire song. The part you get to sing is Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 ay. All right, real simple. So here we go. Here is a song called the Louie Louie. I hope that you people will now give it a try. I want all of you to sing along with me. But first I want to tell you just what I see. She came a little late for her mom's birthday. She said, it's okay, I'll take ice cream anyway. Now she's just eating, but she's eating alone. And this lady over there is clapping along. Come on, Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, ay, ay. Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 ay. Look at this. Almost all of you are clapping and you're right on time. I think you're doing good. Yes, I think you're doing fine. You're doing the Louie, 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 Lou. And that's what I really, really like to do. That's right. I be kicking it. I'm up here making it up. I don't know where I'm going. It really ain't that tough. I got the birthday girls. We got 4 and 5. She's here and they're all happy that they're still alive. I said, oh, Louie Louie, oh baby, come on. Ay, ay, ay. Louie Louie, oh baby, we gotta go now. Ay, 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 ay. Anybody want to dance? Any dancers out there? No? All right, let's try and get a beat together. Ready? That's good. That's right. Yes, you can clap your hands or you can stomp your feet. I'm amazed all these white people and you're actually on the beat. This is really cool and I ain't no fool. And I'm trying to do the stuff that's called old school. Now I'm gonna do what I call karaoke. I'm a trained professional. Do not try this at home. My tongue's bleeding. Why is that funny? Let's like Louis Louis. Oh, baby. We gotta go now. Ow, that hurt. I said Louis Louis. Oh, baby. We gotta go now. That's it for me. I want to thank you for coming down. Please take care of each other. You're a family. Enjoy your lives. It's not over until the fat lady squats or something like that. My name's Kurtz. Have a great holiday. Take care. And good night. Show's over. It's safe to go back to your rooms.